Hello, my loves. Welcome to my channel. I'm kellynlove, the playful priestess, and I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to do a relationship reading. It's definitely leading more romantic. That is kind of more my intention, is a romantic relationship. And I'm praying that you're being wise with this, because sometimes I feel like there's a little bit of drama or toxicity in relationship readings online with tarot, which is why I'm usually hesitant. But our human experience, that's what they're all about, right? Relationships. And yeah, I want to help you out, give you some insight, but definitely this is about relationships that you are in, like you have energetic connection. This isn't unrequited. This isn't X. This isn't toxic, okay? But we are going to dive in. If you feel any confusion, or if you just kind of want confirmation on what you already know, that's what it really should be about, okay? So there are 3 different piles. I will put the image up. We have the King of Wands as number 1, 2 of Swords as pile number 2, and the Hanged Man for pile number 3. And go to the one that you feel drawn to, especially the one your heart feels drawn to. If your eyes are looking at one, but it feels a little bit more superficial and you feel a deeper pull towards another one, go with the deeper pull, the more internal heart space pull. But yeah, just trust your intuition, and they will be in the timestamps below for you to choose which pile and get the message for that pile, okay? And let's just get started. All right, pile number 1 is the King of Wands. So my mic cut out when I gave the first half of the reading, so I'm kind of just going to catch y'all up on what I've gotten. But I'm feeling this sexiness. There's this heat. There's this style. There's passion, okay? And a lot of this reading is like a mutual message kind of to both of y'all. Where I feel the heat, I feel that there's something solid. However, when it comes to communication, both of y'all struggle. Both of y'all struggle to get vulnerable. Both of y'all struggle to, and sorry if I'm not holding your hand on this, I said it nicer the first time. But it's funny that I was having communication problems and not being heard clearly with my mic, and then that's the reading. So, we have Swords cards in reversed. The clarity being understood, there's issues there. I see that you're building something strong, and there is that passion. But yeah, being able to communicate is difficult. And I feel that maybe the words are feeling a little empty because there's not that depth, that intimacy, that sensitivity. I kind of have a feeling that either hurt from the past and or hurt from things previously said in the relationship are affecting the relationship now. And there might have been something said or done, whether it was in a past relationship or the past of this relationship, there was like some trust broken. And now there's a fear of like vulnerability, of going sensitive, of going deeper, of going emotional. We got the emotions card. And now there's like this trust that needs to be mended. There's this intimacy that needs to be had. And it's not about being well-mannered or well-spoken. It's about getting the truth out and being understood and felt, right? Like that's intimacy. That's a relationship. And I know y'all are strong, and I know you're strong, but strength also comes from vulnerability and softness. And I think this relationship just needs to learn that, because things are feeling heavy right now, and I'm feeling a lot of things unsaid. And I feel like there's things that need to be mended. And the only way of mending those things are by bringing some warmth and positivity, bringing some intimacy, some vulnerability, sensitivity, emotion, and not being afraid of just saying it simple, saying it like a kid, saying it like it might be a little embarrassing to say things not very well, but to just get it out and say the thing, say the hard thing. Because I see that there's like a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of like maybe mental struggle or I don't know, confusion or something, but the words are feeling shallow because there's so much underneath. There's a lot of weight and heaviness. There's some burdens, just things that need to be talked about. And it might be that both of y'all are kind of in your heads and thinking that things are going to be like the past and like scared to open up and in your own like head and not talking to the other person to really get and feel, because I have a feeling once you do that, you're going to realize that you're on the same page and that there is something solid and that you can work towards something better instead of like spinning your gears and not getting closer. Okay? Wow. So yeah, hard conversations need to be talked about, said, but it doesn't need to be something you practice or rehearse. It needs to be something that you're talking from your heart. You're talking from your emotions. You're talking about if something hurt you, or maybe y'all had a fight or something bad happened and you really need to mend it with words and care and love and expressing those emotions of the yucky, gunky, vulnerable stuff, you know? Yeah. Is there anything else, Spirit? You might need to like cry. You might, and maybe that's what you're holding back, or somebody is holding back, is like really just kind of crying to the other person because they want to be strong. They want to be this like fortified thing. And I get this like power couple energy from y'all, or I get this like it's two beasts getting together, but these beasts need to cry. These beasts need to talk. These beasts need to take the mask off, take the happy face off, take the superficiality off, and really talk about the depth, talk about the hard things, okay? Because I think it's going to be well received, or received better than y'all think it will be. And maybe you just really need to open up, yeah, about pain, or I don't know, something with rebuilding trust. There could be this thing of like you need to detach from the outcome that you're assuming, or detach from the outcome that you think is going to happen. And also detach from like how they're going to react, because the important part is that you speak your truth, not worry about the reaction, because like give your truth with love as much as you can. But the main part is that you speak your truth, that you're honest, because in a relationship, you should be able to speak honestly and truthfully and just get stuff off your chest. That's what makes a strong relationship, you know? Yeah, there's something from the past that needs to be detached from. Something, maybe y'all, one of you or both of you are holding on to something of the past that needs to be like forgiven. Whether it's from what you did or what they did, there's something that needs to be detached from the past, limiting beliefs. Yeah. All right. Okay. I believe in you. You can do it. I see something solid and strong here. I see that y'all are beasts. But just know that strength doesn't just come from bulldozing past things. It comes from vulnerability and being able to be courageous enough to handle the truth, handle the mess. Because I believe in y'all. I know that you're building something solid. And I think that the more you can recognize that, y'all's like inner child are going to be like more connected and just feel safer. Yeah. Thank you for being here for the reading. Like and subscribe, watch some other readings, and let me know if you want a private reading. And yeah, I'm here. Okay? I love y'all. Mwah. Peace. Okay, pile number 2. If you chose the Two of Swords, then this is your reading. Okay. So the Two of Swords is giving you need to trust your intuition on this situation, right? The Two of Swords is about blocking out anybody else's opinions, thoughts, ideas, and just focusing on what you feel, what your intuition is. I have this feeling that you might be avoiding some hard decisions, maybe avoiding heartbreak because you don't want to believe it or you don't want to see it. And I'm sorry, I should have held your hand. But I think you know. And I think that there might be something that you're avoiding, and it's going to come faster and harder if you don't like admit it to yourself. But let's keep going. I think there might be some energy of you really needing to enjoy your alone time and yeah, like trusting yourself more and understanding what you've built for yourself. Let's keep going. Let's see. Tell me about this reading, Spirit. Tell me about this relationship. Tell me about this relationship. Okay, not gonna lie. You can be whatever gender, but I'm getting a strong divine feminine energy. I think that there's success that you get when you're on your own more, or there's something about you trusting your intuition because you know that you're getting left out in the cold, neglected, abandoned, not getting what you need from a relationship in this situation. And I think a lot of it is emotional, but there could be some like financial part of it as well. I think that you're not getting the intimacy or the love that you desire and want, and you have to be honest with yourself about that. I think that there's some injustice, like a lack of reciprocation, that we have to be honest with ourselves about. I see you being strong. I see you being like abundant on your own. I'm worried about like you're being influenced or not being honest with yourself. Dang, that's hard. I'm sorry. I think though that you have a lot more power and possibilities that you are not seeing because your mind is clouded. But as soon as you trust yourself and have a clear path, maybe go alone, be more hermity, be more by yourself in solitude, your magic is like you hear your own voice more, and your magic, your power, your skills, your ideas, I think they blossom more. And when you don't have these energies that are confusing you, clouding your judgment, or if once you stop avoiding the heartbreak and moving on and becoming more solid within yourself, then you'll see these possibilities. You'll see, this is the well card, the well of possibilities in your future or around you. I think that you're just going to see them in general. I think that it's like you have to go within and hear that voice, and then you get that clarity, and then you see how much around you is more possible, more available to you. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a time for you to really give to yourself. And if this is another way, this also could be another way where you are, maybe somebody's ending a relationship with you because they felt out in the cold. But either way, your cup is being filled by your own self, your own power, and your intuition is growing. And this separation is like more justice, and you're going to be able to hear your voice more either way. Like it was clouded, it was confusing, it was like the relationship was not having that flow of the needs being given how they needed to be, or like needs being met, especially emotionally. But yeah, either way, it's time for you to give more to yourself and be more thankful, and in your own like power, be more thankful for your own presence. Tell me about this reading, Spirit. Tell me about this relationship. What will help this relationship? What will help this relationship? Reflection, yeah. Nourishment. I think a new direction. I think a new direction that is going towards what is nourishing. Because once you reflect, you'll know that you need a new direction. And that once you reflect, you'll see what is not being nourished, what is being neglected, what cups are not being filled. Let's get a last few cards. Try to end on a better note. But you know what? It might be sad, but like the other side of this is more money, is more stability, is more emotional fulfillment. And maybe it's just that like y'all need to be friends, not in a romantic relationship. Maybe like it's like not a bad relationship. It's just that there's certain needs not being met, certain intimacies, certain emotional desires not being met. And y'all just need to be a little bit more like on a friend thing. Yeah, maybe y'all need to be a little bit more platonic. Maybe it's not as romantic, because I do feel this heartache, this heartbreak from not getting your heart's desires. And you need to go, yeah, where you're being nourished. Yeah. I think this is great because it's in the long term, because you're evolving and you're learning your intuition and you're doing the hard thing and you're reflecting and seeing yourself and you're knowing yourself deeper. So I understand that there's pain on one side and heartbreak, or there's that neglect or feeling or that hardship, but you're doing the real evolution, you're doing real expansion, you're really getting in touch with yourself, your own emotions, and you're creating that justice for yourself. You're like sticking up for yourself. You're evolving. You're loving yourself. Yeah, self-love. I think that that's what is needed. It's needed. It's time that you don't fill other people's cup. It's time for you to fill your own and nourish yourself and do what is right for you. Okay? Any last cards? Last card. I definitely think it's this alchemizing energy of your tears turning into power, your tears turning into possibilities. You have opportunities for you. You have growth on the other side of this pain, okay? If there's any other readings I can give, please check them out. Check out my other videos. And if I can do a private reading for you, if you need more in depth, I would love to do that. You can message me. The best way would probably be on kellyn_tarot on Instagram. But I'll put my email in the description as well. But yeah, I'm proud of you. I want your cup filled. You want your cup filled. And that is what this is going towards, is you evolving, growing, getting your cup filled, and knowing yourself deeper, your own pleasure, your own happiness, your own desires, your own emotional stability and peace. Like, that's what's on the line. And we got to take that seriously, that self-love seriously. And I know you can do it. I'm proud of you. And I'm excited for the High Priestess, this intuitive, more powerful, abundant person that you're going to be becoming as you go through this. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon. Okay? Mwah. Peace. Okay, pile number 3, the Hanged Man. If you chose this card, this is your reading. Okay, so this talks about needing a new perspective and you purposefully putting yourself in a new perspective to see things differently. So that can mean a lot of things. Let's see. I kind of get the energy that this is something newer, but let's see. Or maybe you just need a new energy. Let's see. Tell me about this reading, Spirit. Tell me about this relationship. Tell me about this relationship. Tell me about this relationship. Okay, lovers. There's something about one person being hurt and one person scared to offer up love or offer up their emotions, and then the lovers are in the middle. So it's like there's some fear and hesitancy. One person's hurt from the past, and one person is just kind of like scared to offer, or scared to, maybe it's like we're scared of rejection. Yeah. They're scared to like really say how they feel. Let's see. Tell me about it, Spirit. Tell me about this person that's hurt. Okay, the person that's hurt is holding all of their cards close to themselves, holding all of their energy close to themselves and not opening up. And let's see about this other side. The person that wants to offer, wants to give. Oh, the other person is really it's funny because it's like the other person, I feel like, isn't not not giving their communication or their emotions or offering up their cup because of like past pain. Like the other person, it's almost like they're scared of the connection, of how big it is or how much they want from it. It's like they want something stable. Maybe they want marriage, or maybe they want something just like legit foundation, something official. But they're kind of just really scared of putting out their emotions because they feel so much, because they have the passion, because they have the romance. It's like they're just like nervous. It's kind of like when people queer panic because they love, or they are so excited, but they're like panicking because they never done this before, or they never felt like this before. There's kind of that energy of like scared to fall. Yeah. Scared to give the cup. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about this relationship. Okay, so yeah, one person is just kind of frozen in their emotions, and you're both dealing with similar things, but one person's coming more from like fear and pain, and one person's coming from like overstimulation of love. Yeah, the other person I'm kind of getting is more just like hurt from the past and trying to not open up, and like they don't want to be like stupid, or they don't want to be hurt again. Let's see the other person. How's this other person? It's like they want to see a future, but yeah, there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety from the past. Maybe they were like addicted or like had toxic situations in the past, so it's like they don't trust themselves anymore. And then the other person is like this like artist, passionate kind of Pisces energy that, I mean, I see the passion for both of y'all. And I see that y'all have the tools that you need for this to work. But one person's hurt and in pain and the other person's frozen. What's going on? Okay, let's see. How can we help this relationship? What helps this relationship? What is going to help this relationship? One person has to get their emotions flowing. They have to say and let... I'm kind of feeling like this is the person I'm talking to, is that like somebody's a little scared, but you can go where you fit. But one person needs to get their emotions going. One person needs to spill the tea. One person needs to spill it. And the other person needs to understand that they're in a better, stable, like good position than they think that they are. Yeah. There's like overthinking on one side. Okay, what helps? What helps? What's going to help? More passion. What'll help this relationship? One person needs to like understand that it's like not all of them, on all of them. Actually, maybe one person needs to talk to other people, or kind of like, yeah, get out of their own head and talk to people. And one person needs to move on from the past. Y'all have the tools. You have the tools that you need to express yourself the way you need to. There needs some authentic expression. There needs just expression. The passion needs to be expressed. Yeah. Let's see. What needs? Yeah, there's this like heaviness that needs to be released. If you're the person that has the passion, but you're a little bit just like scared to like say the thing, that is what this new perspective is needed. That you're gonna be met and like can collaborate more with them than you think you are, especially like in this passion. I mean, collaborate's kind of funny word, but like there's gonna be mutual passion more than you think that there is, and that is the center. There is mutual passion. There's the Lover's card and the Ace of Wands in the center, so there is passion, but there's this weight that needs to be lifted off. It's like you're putting too much pressure on your passion. Or if it's on the other side, like the weight of the past needs to be released. And definitely for the person that is like scared of toxicity or anxious or nervous or holding their cards too close, there is this like resolution healing that needs to be said or done. And if you're the person with the passion and the love to give, the more artsy, emotional one, then that emotion can help that other person heal. And that's what you need to realize, is that the more you spill it, the more that person will like de-thaw or open up. Yeah. All right, last cards. Kindness, sweetness, pleasure. A lot can be healed with expressing the passion and the pleasure. What's the final card for this reading, for this relationship, Spirit? Final card for this relationship. Compassion. Yeah, compassion for the other person for sure. Like extending that compassion is going to really open up the floodgates, open up the passion, open up the sexiness, open up the love. Passion, compassion. Okay? Express it. Express the passion. Express the love. It's going to heal both of y'all. It's going to get the waters flowing back and forth. Okay? All right. Yeah, share the love, share the emotion, share the creativity, share the ooey-gooey-ness. Get out of the head, get out of the frozen, and share it. It's exciting, you know? And I know it might be so nervous, but just do it anyway. Life's too short not to express it, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for letting me read for you. Hopefully you watch another video, or I can maybe do a private reading for you. If you hit me up, I'll put my stuff below. But yeah, thank you for being here. I love you so much. Catch you again soon, okay? Mwah. Peace.